Hey, in this video I'll be discussing strategic business leader SBL exam tips with you. So strategic business leader is a ACCA case study exam at the strategic professional level. As with all other ACCA exams, strategic business leader is examined as a closed book examination. Unlikely the other strategic professional level exams, which are 3 hours and 15 minutes in duration, the SBL exam has a duration of 4 hours. Strategic business leader builds upon the following that you gain at the applied knowledge and applied skills level. However, it does also have its own distinct syllabus content. As with all other ACC examination, the pass mark for the SBL is 50%. You will not be issued with any pre-seen information in advance of sitting your exam, as everything you will require will be made available to you within the examination itself. Thus, SBL exam will focus on main organization, and all of the question requirements will relate to this organization. You may have to take on a variety of roles which may require you to adopt an internal or external perspective when answering questions. You will also be required to respond to a variety of people within the organization. All of the questions in the exam are compulsory. Even SBL exam will consist of 80 technical marks and 20 professional skill marks. Question requirements in the exams will assess and link several subject areas from across the syllabus, and this will test your ability to construct appropriate responses and to carry out numerical analysis. SBL consists of the following areas: leadership and governance, strategy, risk, technology and data analytics, organizational control and audit, finance and planning and decision making, innovation, performance excellence, and change management and performance professional skills. General advice: effective time management is important. While 4 hours 20 minutes may initially sound like a lot of time in which to attempt the exam, it is crucial not to become complacent in house use this time. The SBL exam is demanding, as such you need to give careful consideration to how you will manage your time to make the most effective use of it. ACC recommending spending approximately 40 minutes reading, planning and interpreting the requirements and the information exhibits provided. Based on this examination, when planning the amount of time you will spend on each requirement, you should look to allocate 2.5 minutes per mark on offer. This time allocation is based on the fact that the exam is 240 minutes in duration. Once the 40 minutes reading time is deducted, this gives you 200 minutes to write up your answer in order to earn the 100 marks on offer. You can earn the 20 professional skills marks by virtue of attempting the 80 technical marks on offer. So we can divide the 200 minutes remaining over 80 technical marks to give 2.5 per mark. It is important to note that you can spend longer than the recommended 40 minutes reading and planning your answer. If you do choose to spend longer on this task, then you will need to bear this in mind when you come to writing your answer. Alternatively, you may prefer to work on the basis of 2 minutes per mark, being 200 minutes divided by 100 marks regardless of the method you use. When allocating your time, it is crucial that you stick closely to your timings, and as this should help to ensure that you do not spend too long as one question requirement to the detriment of those you are yet to attempt. Reading question requirements: the strategic business leader exam will contain all of the information that you will require to answer the question exam requirement set. This exam information will be presented in a series of exhibits to help you locate the exhibits and most relevant to answering a specific question. It is therefore important that you take the time to read the question requirement set carefully, as this should help to direct you. Furthermore, reading the question requirement carefully is important, as this will indicate the role and the perspective from which you are expected to answer the question. Identifying this early on is important as it will drive how you construct your answer. Planning your answer clearly. If you have gone to the trouble of preparing an answer plan, it is important that you use it when writing up your answer to get the most from your answer plan. It is therefore important that you include as much detail as you think will be helpful when time comes to write up your answer. Furthermore, what you need to do when planning your work, it is important to bear in mind ACCA guide of using 40 minutes for reading and planning. As mentioned earlier, you need to remember that some questions requirements may require you to construct some numerical analysis. For example, you may be asked to analyze the performance of the organization featured in the exam. It is important that you plan the numerical analysis that you intend to perform to ensure that you only focus on performing those calculations that are going to support your answer and provide you with something to talk about. Producing lots and lots of unnecessary calculation for the sake of it will only serve to waste your time in the exam. Understanding the syllabus and the appropriate use of theoretical models in the exam to stand the best chance of passing the SBL exam, you will need to have a good understanding of the entire syllabus. However, it is important to remember that unlike other exams that you may have sat in the past, questions in the strategic business leader exam will not ask you simply regurgitate your knowledge of a particular topic of theoretical model. The requirement will test your ability to apply your understanding of the subjects covered in the strategic business leader syllabus in the context of the question scenario. Further requirements will not specifically ask you to use a particular model in answering the question. Whether to use a theoretical model when constructing your answer will be a matter of judgment that you will need to weigh up in the light of information presented to you in the exam. Attempting plenty of questions in the lead up to your exam is the most effective way of developing your judgment in this area. Understanding the difference between technical marks and professional skill marks. Technical marks relate to knowledge, which will be discussed in the previous section. There are 80 technical marks on offer in the exam. By contrast, the 20 professional skill marks are awarded by displaying the following skills: 1. Communication, commercial acumen, analysis, skepticism, evaluation, right? And furthermore, every professional skill will be tested in every strategic business leader exam setting. The professional skill being testing will be specified under each question requirement as you prepare to attempt the exam. It is crucial that you take the time to attempt as many practice questions as you can. To increase your chances of exam success, you need to ensure that you take sufficient time to develop your understanding of the professional skills. Also, visit the technical articles page of ACCA website. There are often very useful articles on ACCA website which cover key exam topics and subjects which may help you with your exam preparation. There are also a number of articles about how to approach the exam and how to exhibit the professional skills in your answer. All technical articles can be found on the ACCA website. Furthermore, although in every exam settings they examine all of the topics, but here are some of the topics which can be expected, including Porter's diamond, pastel, for 5 forces, value chain model, BCG matrix, right? They can be from culture, effective leadership, corporate governance, of course, along with the diversity and the corporate governance committees, including audit committee, remuneration committee, nomination committee, etc. We can expect from the HR, project management, and big data analytics, big data, etc. So these are the tips for the SBL. Do not forget to subscribe and hit on the bell icon to get the future updates.